You are in a transitional time, and it's super exciting to be able to meet new people on the outside. So you should absolutely enjoy building new friendships or entering the dating world again if that's what you're looking for. But you also do have to be safe and healthy, and it may be a good idea to proceed carefully. This video is going to cover some of the ways that you can meet new people and some of the important things to think about as you do. So first, it's important to know yourself well and know what you can handle as far as commitments go right now. Be realistic about what you can give to others in this transitional time. You do have a lot on your plate, so you might not be able to give much time or attention to new people. Also, be careful to not let people who haven't worked on themselves or figured out their own healing push you off of your own path. Choose your friends and dating partners carefully and take the time you need to build trust with them. Now, if you feel that you are ready to build new relationships, here are a few things to keep in mind. Number one, you'll want to go where the kind of person that you want to be hangs out. You'll want to be polite and have good manners. You'll want to be a great listener. Everyone does love to tell you about themselves. And then you'll want to be authentic and trustworthy. There are a lot of places you can look to meet new people, and I'm going to walk you through 4 different ones next. One great way to meet new people is to join an organization. You can meet people at school or at a religious organization who have similar goals as you, and maybe they want to spend their time in a similar way as you. There are often free courses you can enroll in or services that you can attend to get started. Another thing you can do is volunteer. One of the very best ways to build positive new relationships is getting involved in a cause that you care about. You can meet people who have the same passions as you, and you can give back to your community at the very same time. You can also pick up a new hobby. If you find a hobby that you're interested in, you can begin to attend meetups or groups specifically for those who enjoy that same hobby. This is a great way to spend your time productively and meet people you'll get along with super well. You can also play a sport or join a fitness group. You can join an amateur sports team, or you can start a class at a gym or even at a park. This is a great way to work on your own health by staying active while building new friendships with other healthy people. And you can find pretty much all of these opportunities online. You can search on Google for these groups, or you can go to meetup.com, or you can go to Facebook to get started. I would like to tell you a personal story about meeting friends via a new hobby. When I moved to LA, I didn't know anyone here except for my one sister who lived here. However, I knew I had a secret key to a friend group. I love to dance. So I signed up for salsa classes at a dance studio in Santa Monica. Before I knew it, I was meeting new dance partners, and then I was making plans to practice dance moves in these new friends' homes and offices, and then I was being invited to parties and homes with all these great new friends. This is an example of how to meet friends by picking up a hobby. Another example is that I love singing. So on a different time of the year, I Googled choirs in LA, and the search results led me to meetup.com. On meetup.com, I found a great choir in a great church, and today I look around at these fellow choir members and these fellow church members, and I see them as some of my very dearest friends today. Now let's talk a bit about staying safe with online dating and socializing. There are many exciting dating and meetup apps that you can use now to meet new people or dating partners. They can be a great way to build new relationships, but you should also take care with them. Here are 8 guidelines that will allow you to use them in the best way possible. First, make sure that someone is who they say they are. Before meeting with anyone, you should know what they look like. If someone doesn't want to reveal what they look like, or they don't want to give you information about themselves, such as a first name, it could be a sign that they are giving you false information, and this can be dangerous or disappointing. 2, you should always be truthful about who you say you are. Don't lie in your interactions or use pictures that are old or pictures that aren't actually of you. This can be dangerous or lead to negative interactions when you do meet someone. You don't have to tell the internet everything about yourself, but you should say enough so that you won't be rejected as soon as you meet someone in person. 3, be careful about sending pictures. Don't send revealing images to people you don't know or fully trust. Your revealing photos can end up anywhere online once someone gets a hold of them, so please use careful judgment. Also, you really shouldn't send these photos of yourself to someone without their consent. It's just not acceptable behavior. Number 4, don't give others too much personal information. When you first start interacting with someone online, you don't want to give them your phone number right away, and you probably don't want to give them your home address until you've at least met them once. It's important to take some time to build trust, so don't give these specific details right away. Number 5, always plan your date in advance. It's always safer to know exactly what you'll be doing on your date. So by discussing a plan beforehand, you can meet each other with the correct expectations for how the day or night will go. 6, you should also meet in public first. No matter what kind of date you're going on, it's always safer to meet in an open and public place first. If they only want to meet in a private place, they may not be safe. Don't agree to ride with them before you've met either. Number 7, you can also always let someone know where you are. Before meeting up with somebody new, let a friend or a family member know where you will be. Map applications on your phone will let you share your location with others so that someone that cares about you will know where you are when you're meeting someone for the first time. Finally, number 8, be cautious with people who seem too good to be true. If someone seems overly eager to meet you or date you and they seem perfect in every way, proceed carefully and slowly. As we all know, no one is perfect. So remind yourself that there may be reasons they are so eager to meet you that you haven't found out yet. Now we're going to take some time to talk about something incredibly important: respectful communication. So in your interactions with new people, your goal should make sure that you feel safe and that others feel safe. You want to protect yourself and make others feel respected and just great in your presence. So first, keep in mind that people will often show through their body language whether or not they want to engage with strangers. If someone's wearing headphones, if they're avoiding eye contact, if they're walking quickly, or they're clearly working on something else, for example, they're probably not looking for a conversation in that moment. You should not try to bother them without a specific reason. Next, listen carefully to people's responses. If you've started a conversation with someone, listen carefully for cues that they might not want to continue to chat. If they avoid eye contact, or if they turn away, if they answer with very few words, or if they somehow give you information telling you that they're just not interested, just respect those cues and walk away. If someone doesn't want to engage with you, they could have many reasons, and that's their right. You don't know everyone else's story, and you need to act in a way that is respectful of their desires for the interaction. If they're not interested, that's okay. Don't stare at people, don't follow anyone. Many people feel threatened by strangers in today's culture, and staring or following someone for more than a few steps can actually feel threatening. Also, you never want to overtly stare at someone's body. Also, there are contexts that are more appropriate for flirting or meeting new people and contexts that are not. For example, if you want to approach a new person, it may be more acceptable to approach them when you're at a social event or establishment than when you're on the street or at a coffee shop. There are also different levels of approach that are appropriate. If you're in class or if you're at work, you are welcome to try to make new friends, but that's really not the best place for flirting. Save the flirting for when you're at a music festival or when you're at a party, for example. Also, try not to be overtly sexual or too persistently flirty. When you meet a new person, first engage with them on a basic level. Start a conversation about their interests, their work, or maybe their family, for example. You can make others feel uncomfortable if you have overt flirting and it's unwelcome. Also, never be sexual in the workplace. The workplace is not the place for flirting or behaving sexually. People go to work and they're in that specific place for their livelihood, so they shouldn't have to engage in interactions that are uncomfortable for them in any way. It's not appropriate to engage in unwanted flirting with coworkers, supervisors, clients, or any other individuals that you interact with in a professional capacity. Finally, I would like to talk to you about consent. We've always known that every interaction should be respectful and comfortable for those involved. That's old news. Fortunately, these days we're raising our standards a bit. Now we are expected to establish something we call enthusiastic consent. Enthusiastic consent means that in every interaction, especially in sexual interactions, all participants should be happy to be there and to be participating. Only yes means yes, and yes should come from engaged and enthusiastic partners. Even in friendship scenarios or social activities, seek consent before you touch anyone or engage in overt flirtation. So we have discussed where you might start making new connections, how to stay safe when meeting people online, and how to make sure that your communications are respectful. Now, take what you've learned, and I hope that you have great luck in starting to meet new friends and dating partners.